Hey everyone, it's BigScholar123. It's been a while since I made any videos here, so I'm just gonna do a little side thing in between here. This recently just came up on the Nintendo, like the e-download thing. It's for free actually. You can download this Four Swords edition thing. It's actually pretty decent for being a free game, to be honest. It's kind of impressive. So, what I'm going to do here is just some random video footage of this. I've already beaten everything here. You can't see the bottom screen, but it has like all these icons on it. Actually, I can show you right now what's on the... Actually, well, you can't see it right now. Let me go back to the map screen just to show you. So going on to the bottom screen, that's what is on the bottom screen here. So kind of hard to see. Number of rupees, keys, there's some icons there which I'll probably explain. That sword on the left means you've pretty much gotten everything. Just more for bragging rights than anything else. Trying to get a camera. It's been a long time since I've recorded with my webcam, so I'm not very fond of how to set this up. It's very difficult to set up correctly. Alright, so I'm going to do some of these tutorial stages just to show you some of the basics here, like camera works correctly. Alright, so now you can go straight into the action, which is probably okay. You know, it's not like there are new items here or anything. You play different Zelda games, you'll know what to do. Okay, so basic controls. A is to lift, B is to use your sword, Y is to use whatever item you got up there. X is to bring your other Link with you. L or R separates you two, so you can do separate things. Starts your pause menu, obviously. So, you know, basic controls there. Alright, so we got basics here, so, yeah, so you can switch between L and R here. These things you can get in each stage here, only temporarily, but they are actually really useful when you get them. Now, you get lots of rupees here. That's a good thing because, you know, you die, it costs you money to come back to life, and the cost goes up more times you die, so... Luckily, most stages are not that difficult. There's only one area that's where you'll probably be dying a lot because it actually is quite difficult. Yeah, they basically explain all the controls for you. There's a rupee shard here, which is not really that useful. It's only useful when you get 4 of them. And then you get 500 rupees, but it's kind of random when you get them, so I wouldn't rely on this to get the rupees you need. There are better ways to do this. It's kind of weird. See, when you stand next to this torch right here, you can actually light the torch with your sword. It's kind of weird. Okay, this one here, you can push and pull the statues here, so you can you know, step on all the switches to open the door. Now I am using, you see me shooting sword beams, you're not supposed to be able to have this move yet. That is a move you get as a reward for beating a different area of this game here. I'll show you which area you have to beat. But initially, you don't have sword beams. Alright, you can open up locked blocks as well, you know, obviously. I kind of went through that quickly, but basically you have these rapids here. So you can swim up against the darker water here, but you can't swim up against the lighter color. This big boulder here, you can just swing at it. It may take a little while, but I'll pick up more money in there. Now you'll find various items on these pedestals, so you know, take note of what you find there, because you may need to use it. Now, for example, here you need to use your shield. Now, there's another sword technique here I'll show it to you right now. This Hurricane Sting. Again, you're supposed to... I think you have to... again, I'll show you which stage you have to beat to get that. Again, you're not supposed to have that technique at the beginning. Alright, you pick up what this gnat had, which I guess is supposed to be like the Minish Cap type thing. So it shrinks you into a tiny speck of dust or something. You barely see yourself. And what you're supposed to do is, it's kind of hard to get on these platforms. You'll probably fall off a few times. You see how small the square is. I can't seem to get on the platform for some reason. And then what you can do is you can get over here. Now I'm too lazy, I'm just going to save some time here. You can just throw them over. I guess you're supposed to not know that yet, but time saving there. Okay, this room here has these floors. So I can't walk on the green path, but I can walk on the blue path. Now this room here, the color changes there, but you can walk across either path. And this thing here makes this one of these directional arrow things, so you just move it along here. I'll move across this random room right here. This room here, you'll see these little bouncy balls. And what you're supposed to do is hit them into the various holes here. Any hole will do. And you usually get a pretty nice reward. Usually a lot of rupees. Now, some of the stages can get pretty nasty with how to getting the balls into the hole. I mean, you have to do a lot of work on some of these. But these are pretty easy. You just pick a hole and throw it in there. And these things just kind of bounce around a lot, so see. But you can actually also bump these balls in. It takes a lot longer, but it's kind of a safer approach. So these things don't go all over the place. Alright, this one here, a lot of these switches will trigger various things, from items to enemies. So, Kind of always be prepared. The ball and chain guy is pretty annoying. So what you do is just kind of walk past it and, you know, make him throw the ball and chain out so that you can then attack it. It gets harder on later stages. And when you get to the end here, this is kind of what it looks like. And you get a bonus depending on how fast you do it. I think it goes in intervals like 1 minute. So like the highest you get, I think it's like 1,000 or something. If you do it like under a minute. That's kind of hard to do though. I think it's kind of waiting for this thing to auto-focus here. I'll just go to the next area. Maybe it'll auto-focus when I... Okay. So here you learn about throwing stuff. You can throw jars, rocks, etc. Alright, you can break the jars with, your sword, but you can't break the rocks. You have to pick up the rocks. So the bigger rocks you can throw with multiple people. And you see I'm getting those, like, armor upgrades. So you only can hold two per stage. And you notice the hearts in the upper left are kind of gold bordered now. They go to white borders and then gold borders. So I guess it cuts your damage by like half right now. Always a good thing to get defense upgrades. Alright, this one here, you got these weird enemies here. And what you're supposed to do here is knock them down and then pull them. You know, once you start pulling from one side, the other link will automatically go to the other side. So, kind of convenient for you. Now, this one here has these little bombs, and what you need to do is throw them into the torches here. Light them on fire. Alright, again, this is a very quick tutorial area, but, you know, consider getting the basics down here. Now, luckily, you're not timed to pull those levers. I guess they stay up for a while, so you have plenty of time. Yeah, see, they go back after a while. I'm actually getting a lot of upgrades here for some reason. That's why you want to cut all the grass you can, because you can a lot of times find various upgrades. For this room here, you got these guys. Kind of annoying, because what you need to do is pick them up and throw them to the other link. So you got to be kind of fast on your fingers. Because you have to hit it while the other, you know, while it's flying in midair. Okay, so what you need to do here is pick up these blue crystals and then move them from pedestal to pedestal here. Now, if you, say, throw the crystal away, a new one pops back up where you last had it safely placed. So at least you don't have to do the whole thing over again. Okay, so at the end of this little tutorial here, I'll just show you the bottom screen really quick here. The bottom screen here shows a timer, where you are. It's kind of hard to see the area name. There's really no map here. I think on the right is rupee shards. And then on the left is your kind of upgrade. So the red is your weapon, blue is armor, and green is your speed. Again, it only holds for the area you're in. So once you finish off the entire area, you lose those upgrades. Yeah, my camera is being really funny here. You know, it's all tilted here. Okay, so take a little break here, and we'll resume in the next part with some more tutorials here. Alright, see you guys in a little bit.